Have you ever felt lost, like life is moving forward, but you are standing still? That's exactly how Alex felt every single day. Waking up felt heavy, as if each morning carried a weight too big to lift. The alarm clock rang, but the motivation to get out of bed wasn't there. Alex would stare at the ceiling, thinking about all the things that were wrong in life, all the opportunities missed, all the mistakes made. Even small tasks felt overwhelming. The once bright dreams of the past seemed distant and unreachable. Life seemed like a confusing maze, and Alex had no map to find a way out. At work or school, Alex tried to fit in, but nothing seemed right. Projects were delayed, grades didn't reflect effort, and every failure added another layer of self-doubt. Watching friends and classmates succeed made Alex feel even more invisible. Social media only added pressure. Everyone else looked happy, successful, and confident, while Alex felt stuck in an endless loop of comparison and frustration. Even attempts to relax felt useless. The mind kept returning to questions like, am I good enough, or will I ever find my purpose? These thoughts slowly built a wall of anxiety and helplessness around Alex, isolating them from the world. At home, things didn't feel better. Parents cared, but their expectations often felt like another burden. They would ask about plans for the future, college, jobs, or relationships. Each question reminded Alex of the gap between what was expected and what had actually been achieved. The pressure to succeed felt like a heavy chain, and the sense of failure grew day by day. Sometimes Alex would go out for a walk, trying to clear the mind, but even the open sky felt empty. The world seemed bright for everyone else, but for Alex, it was gray and uncertain. Even friendships weren't as comforting as they used to be. Alex had one friend, Maya, who noticed the struggle and tried to reach out, but it wasn't always easy to talk about feelings. Alex would nod, smile, and agree when asked if everything was okay, but inside, the confusion and sadness remained. The moments of silence felt louder than any words, and the sense of being alone, despite being surrounded by people, grew heavier. Every day was a cycle: wake up, face small challenges, fail or feel inadequate, return home, feel exhausted, and repeat. The energy to dream, to plan, or to even imagine a better life seemed gone. Alex began questioning whether life would ever change, whether there was any hope left. Thoughts of giving up sometimes crept in, though Alex fought them quietly, hidden from the world. Every failure felt permanent, every mistake a mark of identity. It seemed as though life was moving forward without them, and there was no way to catch up. Yet, deep inside, a small flicker of hope remained, buried beneath layers of fear and doubt. Alex didn't know it yet, but this feeling of being lost was not the end, it was the beginning of a journey that would change everything. The struggle, the loneliness, the confusion, these were the first steps toward transformation. And somewhere, just around the corner, a moment of clarity was waiting to guide Alex toward hope, purpose, and self-belief. After hitting the lowest point, Alex finally realized that staying stuck in sadness and confusion would not change anything. Something inside whispered that even a small step forward could make a difference. Alex decided to open up, first to Maya, the only friend who had been quietly watching over them. Sitting together in a quiet cafe, Alex shared fears, doubts, and the constant feeling of being lost. Maya listened patiently, without judgment, offering simple words of encouragement. "It's okay to feel lost," she said. "But you don't have to stay there. Start small, one step at a time." These words felt like a tiny spark lighting up a dark room inside Alex. The first step was simple but powerful. Alex started to write down thoughts and feelings every day. Journaling became a safe space to untangle the confusion and understand what truly mattered. Slowly, the heavy weight of thoughts began to feel lighter. Alex realized that clarity comes not from instant solutions, but from reflecting, accepting feelings, and planning small actions. Each small victory, waking up on time, completing a task, or simply going out for a walk, became proof that change was possible. The first steps weren't dramatic, but they were steady, and slowly, Alex felt a sense of control returning. Next, Alex sought inspiration from people who had faced similar struggles. Reading stories of ordinary individuals who had overcome challenges made Alex feel less alone. Mentors, both in books and online, shared lessons about patience, perseverance, and hope. Alex realized that feeling lost is a natural part of life and that every person experiences moments of confusion and doubt. Understanding that this struggle was not a failure, but a phase, helped Alex replace fear with curiosity and determination. Gradually, Alex started to take meaningful action. Setting small, achievable goals became a habit. Alex focused on personal growth, not perfection, and learned to celebrate even tiny successes. Relationships that were once strained slowly improved as Alex communicated honestly and sought support when needed. Confidence returned not as a sudden wave but as a quiet, steady presence, reminding Alex that growth is a journey, not a race. Every step forward brought more hope, more clarity, and more belief in the future. By the end of this journey, Alex discovered something vital: being lost does not mean being broken. It means life is giving an opportunity to pause, reflect, and redirect. Alex found purpose in simple things: learning, helping others, and pursuing passions that brought joy. Life still had challenges, but fear no longer controlled decisions. Alex felt alive, empowered, and ready to face the world with self-belief. The moral of the story is clear: even when life feels confusing and overwhelming, hope exists. Small steps, reflection, guidance from supportive people, and persistence can transform despair into clarity and purpose. No matter how lost you feel, your path is waiting to appear when you are willing to move forward. The story of Alex reminds viewers that every struggle is temporary, every setback is a lesson, and every effort to keep going brings you closer to the life you are meant to live. By embracing hope, taking action, and believing in yourself, you can find your way, just like Alex did.